What's going on, guys? It's DexMax here, and today I'm going to be covering this Golem Beatdown deck that I've been seeing quite a few people play. I think not a lot of people are playing this right now, but just a couple days ago, a bunch of people were playing this, and about 1 week or 2 weeks ago, people were using this spot for Dark Prince instead of Executioner, which, I mean, kind of made this deck even more insane, but I think Executioner is definitely better. So, even though it's kind of a weird deck, it's pretty traditional in terms of what you do with a beatdown deck. You just build up your pumps, take a little bit of damage, but just obviously not take down. Obviously, be sure not to lose a tower, but as long as you build up an elixir advantage, you just have all these really high value offensive cards, and when you have all your troops together, just 2 elixir can rage up like everything. So yeah, when you have a bunch of troops, rage is definitely valuable, especially only for 2 elixir. And this deck's using arrows instead of fireball or anything because um I think arrows are just better right now, and not a lot of people are running Mega Minion. More people are starting to run minions, skeleton army, that sort of those kind of troops that can die to arrows. So I'm gonna be taking this to some live battles on ladder. I'm at 45-63 right now. So hopefully we go against some even leveled cards. So level 11 to start out with, but I think card levels should be about the same. Starting hand is not the greatest because you don't really want to start with skeleton army, and executioner is just kind of a bad start. But I guess I'll start off with that. And looks like he's just going to play minions, which we are going to ignore. And just from the start of the game, I guess we'll rage that. It's kind of unfortunate we didn't start with elixir collector or anything, so maybe execution will get it. Okay, never mind. He did have to use a Inferno Dragon though, so that one executioner did give us some pretty good value, but we're just gonna have to kind of waste that Mega Minion to cycle to our elixir collector. And now he places his Lava Hound, which by the way is a really good matchup for this because executioner and arrows are just really good against it. So executioner goes down, and we don't need a rage, but when sometimes if he puts like, let's say like balloon behind it or something, you can rage it. But anyways, executioner will do perfectly fine, and we did arrow those minions before. And we're just gonna play this balloon to support our executioner, mainly just to cycle to our elixir collector. And look at that executioner, he might even take out the Inferno Dragon. He does, so I don't know how many things that executioner took out, like Lava Hound, the minions, and Mega Minion, and just basically everything. Let's see, Skeleton Army, perfect. Oh, he zaps, which is a really good trade for him since it killed off the skeletons and took off a couple pumps off from our elixir collector. So now we show him our golem for the first time. And Inferno Dragon is pretty good against this actually, since we don't have zap or anything. So we're going all in here. We're playing our balloon, rage. We're gonna arrow that. Maybe not necessary since our balloon death damage actually took care of it, but meanwhile we actually got his tower down to 883, and we're defending this pretty well with our executioner. Which, by the way, I think executioner definitely will be getting a nerf. It just gives you a lot of value for the 5 elixir. It's almost just better than even, let's say, well, definitely wizard, but even bowler, it's better against, or better than bowler. So yeah, you never really see people using bowler nowadays because the better 5 elixir option is just executioner, I think. So there's our second win. We're at 45-94 now, and I'm going to be playing one more match, I think. Maybe two more if we have time. And we're going against Sammy from Clout Gaming. And he starts off with that Goblin Barrel. And he is a level 11, so facing a lot of 11s today. But card levels are pretty even. We don't really have anything else to play, so we're just going to play Skeleton Army here just to cycle. And it looks like he's playing Zap Bait, I think. Yeah, I think he's playing some sort of Zap Bait since he played Goblin Barrel, Goblins, and Spear Goblins. So another Goblin Barrel from him. And I think we're just gonna play Balloon and Rage to cycle. Maybe that'll get his death damage onto his tower. Doesn't look like it. But we have cycled to another elixir collector. So I think we're gonna put that down and Skeleton Army that. So we haven't taken too much damage, only like, how much is that? Like 1,000, I think. But since we have 2 pumps down, that's really good for us. And we're gonna get ready to put our Golem down here anytime. Once we hit 10 elixir. So Golem goes down, and I'm not sure if he's running Minion Horde in this deck. I haven't seen it yet, but we do have the arrows for that. And we will arrow that. Maybe the better play was to actually not arrow that, since we could use that to defend against or kill his counters to our Golem, like Spear Goblins and regular Goblins. But that balloon may make it to the tower. It does get 1 hit off, and it's death damage, killing those Goblins. And we're gonna arrow that. And we didn't get too much damage off with that, but we have another Golem going. And I'm not sure if the Executioner will reach. We'll just play it safe and put our Executioner in the back behind our Golem. And now he's clumping a lot of his troops up, so we're gonna just play our Skeleton Army for his Goblin Barrel this time and arrow, I think, when we have the chance. We'll arrow all that. Pretty good arrow for us, but we don't have our arrows for his Goblin Barrel now, which is a little bit of trouble. So look at that balloon. Maybe it'll get to the tower. We are going to rage that. 1 more shot off. Oh, it doesn't get the shot off, but the death damage does bring it down to 280. But we're gonna have to use our arrows for that, since we can't take all the damage now. And he logs, so looks like he will take that win. We were pretty close, actually. We got it down to 280, but just couldn't get enough damage. So I think we're gonna play one more game off so we can end off in a win, hopefully. And another level 11, actually. So Elixir Collector start is always good for beatdown decks. And let's see if he has Miner. Ooh, Mini P.E.K.K.A. And he does have Miner. And will that Mini P.E.K.K.A. get 1 hit off? It actually does, which is a little bit unfortunate. And now we're kind of sitting at a dead hand here, so I hope he plays something that is arrowable. Okay, since he doesn't really play anything, we're just gonna do that. Cycle to some of our cards. And we're just gonna ignore that so we can get another Elixir Collector down here. And he plays that Miner, so it will start chipping away at our Elixir Collector for a positive Elixir trade for him, which is, of course, bad for us. But we're gonna see if we can go in for a golem push. We're gonna have to put our skeleton army down for that. But he does zap, so it looks like we're going to take a lot of damage from this. In fact, we're gonna actually take a tower, or we're gonna lose a tower. And we're kind of low on elixir from defending that elite barbarian. But we do have enough for that balloon. And maybe we can rage that. And that rage balloon makes it to the tower. Gets one hit off and second hit off. And death damage brings it down to 70, which is perfect because that's arrowable. But since it didn't go down, the king tower is not activated. So we'll get another elixir collector down and get ready for his miner. There's his miner. And he kind of baited out our skeleton army actually, because now we don't have it for his elite barbs. So we do take quite a bit of damage, but now we can get that golem out in front. Balloon in the back and rage everything. And I think we're safe to arrows since I think we'll be able to cycle in time, and doesn't matter anyways because we take out his right tower and his left tower is only at 70, so all we have to do is just defend and cycle to our arrows. Just put down our golem here so we can't place anything over there. And 5 seconds left. Let's throw down. Oh wait. Okay, never mind. I panicked there for a second because of those elite barbs. But throw down our arrows and we take that second tower for that 2-1 victory. So there we go. That's basically gonna be it for today's video. I went 3 and 1 loss. They were all level 11s, I think. Let's see, level 11 and yeah, they were all level 11s, but hopefully, let's take a look one more time. Yeah, card levels weren't too bad. I mean, they all basically had level 12 commons, and this guy kind of had some low level cards, but overall pretty good. So yeah, definitely try out this deck. It's really weird, crazy beatdown deck with that balloon and rage. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next Clash Royale video.